This is part 2 of thoughts on the Indian team that's been picked to go to Australia for this bilateral series. As I said in part 1, it's just another series. But because there's been so much talk about the 3 lead players involved, 3 legends of white ball cricket, I'm looking at it in 2 parts. And I thought I'd look at how it affects Virat Kohli. Now, should it affect Virat Kohli at all? But there's so much conversation about how much longer he can go coupling with Rohit Sharma. Does he have it in him to be around for another 2 years? He'll be around 39 then. I find this conversation a little premature for 2 or 3 reasons. One is the last I saw him play at the Champions Trophy and again at the IPL, he was extraordinarily fit. As fit as anybody else. I remember making the comment, since the other person we're going to discuss is Ravindra Jadeja, that India's 2 quickest movers on the field were Virat Kohli and Ravindra Jadeja. In fact, I think the only one who competes is actually Nitish Reddy. So I don't think fitness is an issue at all with Virat Kohli. And the last time I saw him play, he got 100 in the Champions Trophy. He got an 84 there. And in the IPL, he was as good as he's always been. So I don't think form at that point, form as of the start of June, is going to be a factor at all for Virat Kohli. And remember, we are talking about one of the greatest that's ever played the one-day game. So then why all this discussion about Virat Kohli? And I think it's got to do with his priorities. Look, I don't know Virat Kohli as much as I would like to. I don't think anybody does on this front. But in recent times, he's quit Test match cricket. That perplexed me a little bit, but I could understand at one level, not quite on another. But he's spending almost all his time with his family in the United Kingdom. That leads me to believe that maybe the priorities are changing. He's talked about it very often. He told a lot of people that once you have 2 children, and I can vouch for that, the way you look at life changes enormously. Does he want to come back to India, play the Vijay Hazare Trophy? Because he's got to play some cricket. He hasn't played there since 2013. He's got to play some cricket so that that muscle memory of his, that astonishing muscle memory of his, is fine-tuned like the fine vehicle he is when he is turning out to play for India. Even the greatest, the very greatest, when they don't play enough, they can rust. That I don't think he'll ever let that happen. But it's a question of how much he wants to prepare, whether he's still got the drive in him to come and play domestic cricket in India, to get that muscle memory, as I said, going, and then be the player that the world fears in one-day cricket. So that's the thing I'll be looking forward to seeing when I tune in. I'll tune in like a kid again when the one-day start in Australia, because I'll be looking to see how Rohit Sharma is playing. I'll be looking to see how Virat Kohli is playing. The other thing with Virat Kohli is he's now won everything there is to be won in the game. Well, virtually everything. You never actually win everything. But he won a World Cup very early in life. In fact, at the end of his T20 career, he won a T20 World Cup. He's now won an IPL. He's won a Champions Trophy. He's had phenomenal performance in England. He's won great Test matches in England. He's won a series in Australia. So as a cricketer, he's done it all, hasn't he? Now, how much drive does he have to keep going for 2 years through these bilateral tournaments and say, I want to be there when that 27 World Cup is played? That will determine where Virat Kohli goes. What about the other player, Ravindra Jadeja, who I think is batting better in his career than he's ever batted before. He's always been a batter who bowled. He's bowling beautifully in Test match cricket, but wow, as a batter, he's at a different level. But what the selectors have just told him is, when it comes to the pecking order in white ball cricket at the moment, it's Akshar Patel above you. I might have accepted that in T20 cricket, but I think the debate is open in 50 overs cricket. Akshar Patel is a fantastic cricketer who's lived a major part of his career in the shadow of Ravindra Jadeja, but this is what the selectors have told him. Now, there's no T20 cricket left for Jadeja. What does it mean for him in future in 50 overs cricket? Look, Jadeja in a couple of years is suddenly not going to become slow. I don't think his batting skills are going to decline either. He's still a phenomenal fielder. And as I said, he's playing at the top of his game. So I do not foresee in the immediate future a threat to Jadeja's role in the 50-over game. At the moment, I hope they put an arm around him and said, look, it's not done. We still value you enormously as a player. Please leave some time for us in 50 overs cricket. So I thought what was just another tournament, just another selection, has suddenly thrown these three legends in the spotlight. I'd love to know what all of you think about each of these three players as well. Put it in the comments. What do you think about Rohit Sharma losing the captaincy? Where do you see the future of Virat Kohli, driven from inside, not by his ability? And what do you see as the future of Ravindra Jadeja in 50 overs cricket? Cheers.
So thank you for watching and do subscribe to this channel.